When you're viewing this, I know it's a Friday. This is really the calm before the storm of the Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. And I say storm because there's just so much going on around the shoe in itself, right? Listen, stock within stores, at least from the ones I've seen, it's not abundant, okay? That in itself is limited and scarce. So just take that into account. Who knows if some stores are even getting their shipments in on time. We saw sneakers said, hey, we're just going to continue right on with a draw. I know, again, a lot will still go through the raffle. If some stores are doing first come, first serve, I'm not sure if you care about the safety of people, just because, you know, we continue to live in these times where I'm not saying the fights are necessarily always over the sneaker in itself, right? Like, think about that. When we see footage and there are fights, I don't always just jump to the conclusion it's over the sneaker itself. A lot of times it's over, you know, disrespect and someone just being really not caring, right? Just flat out not caring about someone else's time, their position possibly in line, or we have no idea what was said, the exchange that happened with someone called out of their name, but it always looks to revolve around sneakers. And again, I'm wearing a shirt, okay? An American tradition is violence in this country, whether it's the perceived violence over sneakers or still being the most endangered, like, thing on this earth, which unfortunately is a black person when it comes to interacting with the police. And I know that you've seen that, whether it was Dante Wright or the literal, like, the currently serving officer within armed forces that dealt with being maced by a ridiculous cop. So we're still dealing with the same things that we were dealing with like last spring and last summer. So does it change? I have no idea. It's like insanity because we're expecting different results. And it's the exact same thing that's happening, but that's America.
Positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish and run.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ back. Another video, Talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh Change. Thank you again so much for tuning into this video. If you're brand new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. For everybody that's recently subscribed, thank you. I appreciate it. I know a lot of you will comment like, hey, you got a new sub, or hey, I'm new here. I don't take that lightly, so what's going on? I'm never sure necessarily like what video brought you here, but I appreciate you subscribing. That means like you actually want to see more. There are a lot that will just view, they may not subscribe. So the fact that you took the extra effort to hit subscribe, I appreciate it. If you take that little bit of extra effort to hit like on the video, it means the world. And to Swoosh Crew, y'all are the real MVP. I say that all the time. I really adore you guys. Yeah, it's a weird Friday. It's a weird time in kicks. Like, I feel a lot of us understand that we're self-aware of what's going on. Now, there are still pushbacks. There are still delays. Who is getting what? We don't know. What size? If you're getting your quantities in as a store, is it the full shipment? Is it half a shipment? Do we know? Now, for myself, before we jump into like the denim, because that was the other part of this video, jump into the denim for streetwear looks that I like personally, just to give the ladies an idea of what I like to shop for. I'll have the Hyper Royal one, just not immediately. Like, my goal was to actually try and double up on this. Not to double up to sell and beat somebody over the head with, but to double up and possibly just wear it down the line once I've beat up one pair, or to use it as trade bait. And it could be trade bait for who knows what. It would probably be used as trade bait to get the turbo green one, because that is still the biggest sneaker regret I have. Like, understand this, when that released, I didn't give it enough. I just wasn't thinking, and where my style is now, it speaks so much to me. And I remember like, no, I'm not going for that. And then like the prices just shot through the roof. So again, you always have the option, the ability to pay the resale price if you want to pay it, if it means that much to you. I am never against that. Do what works for you. For myself, again, I'll have the Hyper Royal one. It's just not probably going to be immediately this weekend. I'll probably do a recap of what it's like working the release, and just to connect with you guys on Saturday. So stay tuned for that if I drop that tomorrow. But for streetwear denim, so again, if we're talking streetwear looks, typically it is oversized, it's comfortable, comfortable, it's baggy, it's relaxed, it's loose fit. And there are a lot of brands, even like Nike and Jordan, that are really moving towards loose fit in the actual fit of a lot of their clothes. So I appreciate that personally. It's very similar to if you're buying Fear of God, which we're seeing leaks and teases about what Jerry may be dropping soon. So I guess we'll all stay tuned for that more. But in the video here, let's take a look at 3 different styles. Now, I'm not wearing necessarily a streetwear fit with this. I actually just happened to have on a Vans shirt, so ignore the fact that it's a Vans shirt, but I just happened to have on a Vans shirt, and I decided to knot that just so you guys, like ladies, you could see how the jeans may fit me at the waist. So the very first pair will be the PacSun 90s Boyfriend Distressed Denim. This is in the black, but a lot of times when I post outfits on Instagram at TalkSWITHTJ, you're viewing it in the light wash denim. So this is in the black. I'm wearing a 27 here. Now my waist actually measures like 26 to 25 and a half, really just depends. So I went with the 27 because that ensures that it fits my hips. You know, just always look at the measurements of clothing. So I have a 27. They fit perfect. I love them. You don't have the gaping that's in the waist, and that's an issue a lot of women can deal with from time to time. But PacSun 90s Boyfriend Denim, highly recommend those ladies, especially with, you know, Jordan 1s or even chunkier sneakers like, you know, Reebok Questions or anything like that. The second pair, both brands now, these will be American Eagle. And so the very first one, it's actually called like Tom Girl Jeans. So you can either go honestly to American Eagle to buy them, or just even look on eBay. Like, it's pretty much like, honestly, like thrifting, or yeah, I would just call it thrifting. I like to thrift on eBay versus always trying to go into an actual store. But Tom Girl Jeans are always like, the material feels broken in already, which is really, really nice. It's comfortable, it's relaxed, it's more of a, honestly, like a softer denim because of some of the materials that are mixed in with it, and you can still get a lot of distressing, that relaxed fit, and feel free to roll them up at the actual bottom hem, or you can just let them hang all the way down. Depending on your height though, you may need to get a long like size. Like, again, remember that it's short, it's regular and long. You may have to get long if you want them to drape even further on the top of your sneaker. For myself, I get a 4 in the Tom Girl denim because it honestly is just really, really relaxed. And then this third pair, it's my very first time trying this out, so I think this is relatively new just in this specific like wash and distressing, and it's actually a mom jean. Now, yes, there was actually a mom I follow into fitness. She's a trainer and a business brand owner, and she had these on. She posted them in her story, and I checked them out. I just love the look of them. Now, it is a denim that doesn't really have a whole lot of stretch in it, right? It's closer to true denim than anything else, so keep that in mind for these. I love the distressing. I went with a 4, which it fits perfect in the waist. You guys can see that. However, when I went to sit down, like the tears themselves, it wasn't as relaxed as I wanted it to be and as comfortable as I wanted it to be. So I actually went and returned the 4 and I bought a 6. So I'm just waiting for that to arrive. But I love the actual look and the feel of all 3 of these. And you feel free to style this with oversized t-shirts. It can be jerseys, it can be hoodies, it can be crew necks, it can be jackets, it can be whatever. The whole point of the streetwear look is really to be comfortable. It does give you that baggier look, and I'm a big fan of it. You guys know that. So hopefully, ladies, this helps you out if you were curious, like, hey, looking for some denim to go with streetwear looks. And you can even like go honestly in store for the American Eagle ones, and then go to PacSun as well. They tend to have a lot of deals going on too. So just pay attention to those. And again, good luck to everyone on the Air Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out.